Okay, good evening, everyone. Now, I normally never go online this late, but I figure rather than do a video and have to sit there and edit it, I want to show you this idiocy that's going on right now. Matter of fact, there's a few certain Facebook Doctor Who sites who are trying to put this out as the gospel truth. Folks, online internet news pages are a dime a dozen. I'm not kidding. I could start one tomorrow and then claim that Martians, come in here in the middle of the night, shine my shoes, and claim that a top secret source told me so. That's why my shoes and my boots are all nice and shiny in the morning. Or, what do you call it? Aliens detailed my car. It's while I was napping the other day. Next thing you know, to be the reasons why my balls itch is top secret parasites have escaped from Area 51 and infested my nethers. All I have to do is say, a secret source told me so. All right. Now, the reason why I'm doing this so late is because of this. This article right here, put out by a half-baked site called Cosmic Book News. Toby Stephens Doctor Who rumored cut, and notice that word right here in capital letters, folks. Rumored cut as part of a Marvel-style universe. A batch of rumors offer what could be Russell T Davies' plans to develop new Doctor Who into a universe involving spin-off shows and what could have been. Folks, it's early days yet. RTD just took over. What could have been is still what could possibly happen. Note the bias already in this article. And it's like, okay, if they had all this grand news, where was this great inside source? Because from what they're trying to say on some of these sites, it was Toby Stephens that, Jodie Whittaker regenerated into. Jodie Whittaker's regeneration scene was filmed last year, October 13th. There was no one else there because RTD hadn't taken over yet. And RTD didn't cast Shudigawa till the following year. If I remember right, February. And nobody else was cast. Because look where the info comes from, ladies and gentlemen. Limpwick. A guy who hides behind a computer graphic and a bad vocalizer is being taken seriously by a site I wouldn't trust to tell me it was raining unless I went outside and got wet. It just upsets me that this yellow journalism is still going on. Also reveals details on Davies' plan said to involve numerous spin-off series. This guy has about as much chances of having sources telling him information from inside the BBC as, I don't know, my toenails have of telling me the history of the Sumerians going back to the beginning. It's never going to happen. Doomcock, the rest of these guys who've been peddling hate, have no integrity, no credibility, and anyone who would be found to be associated with them would not only lose their jobs, but the second it hit online that they were the one feeding these little bubs, anything accurate, which doesn't happen, so that's why nobody's worried. So not only would they be fired, they wouldn't be able to get hired even frying up fish and chips at the local chippy shop. Okay. Right here, this line right here is complete fiction. And the reason they can get away with this is because these words right here, rumored, rumors, all that. It's kind of like Tharies does when he puts the question mark in each one of his titles. That way, in case the stuff he's blathering out, these doesn't come true, he can always go back and say, I wasn't sure, so that's why I put the question mark in the title. It's like, there's speculation, there's proof of the pudding, and like I said, and even when I get info, I doubt it. It's just my skeptical nature. Toby was the doctor that Jodie regenerated into on screen. Really? Who? According to Doomcock's source. In other words, Doomcock fed this poor person. I don't know if they were wittingly or unwittingly, or were trying to push the same agenda this guy pushes. Whoever Matt McGloin is. You've been had. You've been bushwhacked. Doomcock, right here. How can you actually seriously quote somebody with a name like Doomcock? Why don't you just call it bullpucky, horse hockey, buffalo chips, and get it over with? Or just what we call it, bullshit. Claims the information from someone who was present when Jodie's regeneration scene was shot, or from someone that has seen raw footage. So right here, he can't even get the damn story straight. Claims the information comes from someone who was present when Jodie's regeneration scene was shot, and look at this, or from someone that has seen the raw footage inside the BBC. There was no raw footage to see because there was no one there. Jodie's regeneration started, scene ends, and I don't know if they're going to edit Shooty Gatwa or David Tennant in there later, and apparently the regeneration takes place on a cliffside from what I've told. No mention of the cliffside, of course, because he has no legitimate sources. It's also said that Sony Pictures TV, who officially bought Davies Bad Wolf production company last year, the company producing Doctor Who Season 14, wanted Toby Stephens in the role because they have a good relationship with him, and that Davies agreed. Now, folks, let's wind this back, shall we? Let's go a little back further. Russell T. Davies is in charge of his end of things. Bad Wolf Studios is under a group of people, one of which is Julie Gardner. I'm sorry if I haven't had a chance to read your comments. I was off on the other screen, okay? I'll get caught up sooner or later. And also, I'm loving this other part of the story that some people's running around saying there was a number of other contenders to take over when Chibnall left. There wasn't. Chibnall spent over a year looking for a successor. The same thing as Moffat did. They had to talk Chibnall into taking on the series. Just like Chibnall, luckily, RTD hooked up with Julie Gardner and said, okay, hey, maybe we should step in. And of course, Sony stepped in. Folks, do you honestly think that Sony, if this story he's telling is true, is going to kowtow to the BBC? The BBC, which is in deep shit. The BBC, which is, barely covering things with the license fee they got going on now. Do you think they're going to stand up to the multi-billion-dollar Sony and go, we got to do what we want to because diversity regulations? No, it doesn't happen that way. Exactly. Thank you, Sam. I just read back up the RTD, unless he's trying to hide, plot information from the fans, generally tells the truth. I don't see him just standing there going, well, we had this other guy, but we got rid of him because... No, that's not how RTD works. I still can't get over the fact that people are swallowing something, and it's like, I keep telling people, keep your skepticals on and check the sources. Like I said, like I said, Doomcock has no credibility, no way integrity, no moral scruples whatsoever. It must be nice, because like I said, people used to say I was hiding behind a mask. Yeah, but I was still on a camera. And I didn't disguise my voice either. I didn't hide behind a graphic background. And the main reason I did that was it was as a shtick. It was kind of like I wanted people to pay attention to the message more than the person, you see. That's why I did that originally. It was kind of a deep meaning thing, okay? But kind of like if any of you have read certain short stories by Stephen King, the one involving the secret club in New York, it is the tale, not he who tells it. And that's what I was aiming at. Exactly. Thank you, Michael the Collector. This is bullshit. It's bunk. It has about as much credibility as the bug kill on my windshield from the other day. That got, it's lies. It's an outright fiction. Well, here we go. Yes, the actor in question was supposed to be the Doctor. I'm finally a ginger was the first line he screamed and regenerated. Once again, he's playing into established lore, trying to make this sound true, and it's not. Of course, explains the YouTuber who has a following of nearly 300,000 subscribers. I could have 300,000 subscribers if I played the game, but I don't. I'm not out here to make money. I'm not out here to be king all high of the grand poobah, whatever, of YouTube. I'm just here to try to make sure the truth gets out. As much as I can get it. All right. Toby was the one who was in the regeneration scene. Sony wanted him as he was under contract to him, and Russell liked him. However, the BBC, still wrestling for power, got the new black gay actor into the role, and Davies is just playing nice with them. This is... listen to words said here. For one, Ncuti Gatwa has never actually come out and said he's gay, I don't think. At least I can't find it now, which is why I kind of feel bad, because I've been saying, yeah, he's the first black gay male actor to be in the thing. And it's like, okay, it's further said the casting of Ncuti Gatwa as the new Doctor instead of Toby Stephens also means that reports Bad Wolf is in control of Doctor Who have been exaggerated. Does this sound familiar? Okay, Joe Martin's Doctor, presented as the very first Doctor by Chibnall. Right here, that's bunk. Okay? This is another thing that's I've been saying all day long. People have been quoting this article saying that it's now been established as fact that Joe Martin is the first Doctor. That's a lie. We all know Chibnall stated to the press openly that he was never going to reveal, nor had he really wanted to be nailed down as to how the fugitive Doctor fell into the pecking order, or the Ruth Doctor, whoever you want to call her. So right here, it's a lie. This is classic rhetoric bullshit bunk. This is double talk. See, she was never presented to the very first Doctor. That's the agenda that a bunch of these haters have been pushing. Oh yeah, the disrespecting Hartnell bullcrap. Regarding Russell T. Davies' plan, there we go. The Marvel story, which is described as Davies being like the Kevin Feige of a Marvel-style Whovian universe, something Davies' previous Who universe has been compared to and described as. It's said that Sony wants to rival Disney's small screen verse that Disney has for Marvel, and it said the following series are penciled in. See, this is all fiction. The Rose Tyler TV series idea was originally from back when RTD and them were still in charge. It was just after Doomsday. There was actually a proposal put forth for a series called Rose Tyler, Defender of the Earth, and it never came about. That's fiction. This is total fiction, except for it might have happened, but X number of years ago. Animated miniseries, we've already had them go on, like, the Infinite Quest, things like that, Dreamland, and what you call it. But no, this is not going to happen. It's not going to be an animated miniseries. Paranormal show. A paranormal detective style show starring K9 and Ace. Folks, right here, he's ripping off the whole base storyline and thing for the pilot for K9 and Company. Well, he's only substituted Ace for Sarah Jane Smith. It's bullshit. It's... I like that. Plans on doing a Torchwood spinoff with none other than Captain Jack, played by John Barrowman, said the series is to be set in stone and definitely happening, and will be announced around the 60th anniversary. No, it's not going to happen. Remember, John Barrowman is on the outs with the BBC right now, which is sad, but it's true. And it's for stuff he didn't even do when he was at the BBC. It was stuff he allegedly did later on the Arrow set or something. And then even then, the stuff he did at the BBC was back in 2008. And yet Noel Clarke, the guy who was originally being investigated for sexual harassment, is not even going to be charged. Yet Barrowman became the target. I don't know how that worked out politically. I'm not even going to go into the stupid racist arguments these idiots make. But once again, folks, do not believe everything you read just because it came off a news site. Like I said, I could go out tomorrow, and if I wanted to waste my time, I could start, the Freedom News, blah, blah, or whatever, title's probably been taken, okay. I can call it, the Great Whovian whatever, and I can say, I got inside info from a source that says, blah, blah, blah. Tennant's left sock tends to have a little thing in it because he likes it that way or something. It's a load of bunk. It's just, once again, people have been quoting this article as gospel. And the only source you've got is a YouTube, I'm not going to say influencer, because they're more like a disease. That's why I call them YouTube influenzas. Internet herpes. They pop up every so often to irritate you. Okay. They're like trolls. Internet herpes. And like I said, it's a load of crap. I still can't believe people are swallowing this bunk. I'm definitely going to try to send a copy of this link to Mr. TARDIS, because he's going to hack this to pieces. I'm not kidding. It just, my mind was blown. People are on websites or on groups and pages on Facebook quoting this like this is, provided by God, complete with stone tablets. Guys, even I doubt my own sources, and they've been accurate. You have to stay skeptical because, and yes, we really hit it off lucky that, he did prove out to be credible about the whole thing about David Tennant. I can't think enough about that. We've tried to be very, very careful because we don't want, like I said, I'm keeping names and things like that out of it because I don't want people losing their jobs over me, okay? It's just... Okay, that part you're true, but that's the Doctor, not David Tennant. Unless he keeps a secret key hidden in his shoe, in case he locks himself out and. I gotta laugh, otherwise my brain's gonna explode. I have to take a deep laugh here because if I don't sit back and breathe, I'm gonna lose it. This is almost as bad as a few years ago when someone goes, Moffat hates Paul McGann, and I'm like, where'd you get that quote from? Oh, man. Oh, thankfully that was just a dust thing. Oh, I thought it was a spider up on the roof again. Sometimes I get spiders dropping off me off this roof. It's just annoying. They're usually only that big. So it's not like it's scary or anything. It just annoys the hell out of you. This time of year they start coming in. We had some bad weather. All right, so are they claiming there's an announcement again tomorrow? I know that's one thing, that I haven't really talked about that did disappoint me was the whole snapping the fingers thing, because it kind of removes the need for the key of the TARDIS anymore. Um, so I'm sorry, folks. I had to take a deep breath because I just can't believe the things people believe. Cosmic news or whatever. Like, according to Limp Winsor. Cosmic book news. I will never look at this site for anything again. If they think, Doomcock has some top secret hidden red line to the BBC, like I said, I've got a couple of oceanfront condos I've been trying to unload. Yeah, they're in Arizona. Along with that bridge or two I have in New York I haven't been able to sell yet. I'll give you a good deal on them. And there's that statue that stands out in the bay, the lady holding up the torch. I'll give it to you for $100. And you have the island too, you throw in an extra 50. Yeah, I'm just saying I'm not saying that just, Smith and, Tennant were guilty of the whole snapping fingers thing, but yeah, this is a bad joke, and people are quoting this like the gospel. Yeah, we got this covered. Oh God, they're terrible. But come on, Doomcock, you're actually taking the gospel and truth, a source with a name like Doomcock. Maybe I should change my name to Dr. Buzzcock or something like that, and people would take me more seriously. Ugh. Maybe I should just, I'd get if I change my name to Dirty Sanchez, they'll say I'm doing, racial appropriation. Hey, I got the sombrero for it, but like I said, I would feel guilty doing that. There you go. I'll change my name to Major Wang or something like that. Oh man. Oh, vey. I'm sorry, folks. I just had to say this because I was sitting here in this one Facebook group. Sadly, I went because of the fact I have to change profiles to do stuff. I had just changed profile in another window, so Facebook changed my profile and took away the page I was about to comment on, saying, seriously? Otherwise I'd show you the Facebook page that was quoting this as a gospel. I'm like, really? And I couldn't find the article again. I already tried looking. So, I don't know what to tell you, folks. But here's Cosmic Book News pushing this. And like I said, it's a load of bull. It's complete malarkey. Please do not take these sites seriously. Doomschwanz. Yes, I do know some German. You must have an enormous Schwanzstuke. Yeah, Reddit, 4chan. Like I said, my sources are from neither of those. Eddie Murphy's K9 in the 60s. Yeah, he'll be playing a robot donkey by coincidence, yeah. Oh, well, folks, like I said, I just wanted you to see that article, and I just couldn't believe what I was seeing there. See, I gotta switch things now to do anything on my own Facebook page. If I can get it to go over there. Okay, there we go. I was gonna leave it on this page where, like I said, I haven't changed the banner yet. I gotta, because I don't know, I haven't seen any, we haven't had any photos of Shooty Gatwa yet, so, doing. Also, in case you hadn't seen this, one good piece of news. Oh, crap. I forgot to scroll down to it. Poor Johnny. I hope he gets out of that okay. It must have been cold in space that day. Someone said, okay, I love that picture by Smokey Bear. Okay. But yeah, at the private Wembley thing filming, yeah, there was a bunch of unit soldiers, and yes, it is confirmed now they are unit. The emblems got caught on a couple of video caps. I'm loving the comment box, guys. I'm just sitting here reading this. I needed a laugh after that. I just still can't believe that people were taking that as gospel. All right, we'll leave it there. So once again, as I've told you before, keep your skepticals on. Be very careful who your sources are. He said Captain Woods. I like that one, Captain Woodstroke. According to Monkey Spanker. Oh, okay. According to YouTube influencer Tallywhacker. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so I just wanted to warn you all this is going on out there. And like I said, it just caught me off guard. I had to say something about this because I know people are freaking out because they don't like the CGI on She-Hulk. I'm like, guys, this ain't like the good old days when I was growing up when they they didn't have any CGI effects. They just, we had Lou Ferrigno and, Bill Bixby. So, okay, folks, I'm going to get on out of here. So, once again, just be very careful who your sources are and all that. And I want to thank you all in the comment box who showed up at this late hour because some of the stuff you're typing, I really needed to laugh. And I just want to thank you for the laughs, okay? All right, I'm getting on out of here. So, take care of yourselves. Be kind, be calm, be safe. And hopefully we'll see you all in the future.